My name is Samriah. I am from English Education Department, Class B 2019, and I will present the material entitled The Romanticisms. Romanticisms. Definition of Romanticisms. Romanticisms is a genre that puts forward the emotional elements of a work by way of depicting and building images that are dramatic, theatrical, and have a dreamlike atmosphere. This flow emphasizes emotional imagination and ideas to return to the inevitability of history and nature. Romanticism is a form of resistance, neo-classical art that is bound to norm, always balanced but static. Why is it called Romanticism? The flow of Romanticism is taken from the root word Roman. Romanticism means romance. Roman is a classic literature that tells about human greatness, human achievement, the conquest of first nation or colonialism, which is presented in a dramatic manner. In the field of Indonesian literature, this genre is also commonly referred to as the romantic genre to distinguish it from the term romantic. Story of Romanticism. Romanticism dates back to the late 18th century in Western Europe. This artistic movement is a genre of art that originates from literature and extends to the intellectual movement in general. The term Romanticism was first used in Germany in the late 1700s by critic August and Friedrich Schlegel, who wrote a critical book called Romantic Poesy or Romantic Poetry. The English poet William Wordsworth became the main voice of the Romanticism movement in the 1850s. Characteristic of Romanticism. First, imaginative. Although still realistic, no fantasy, the scenes used in the Romanticisms tend to appear theatrical and not an everyday scene to create the scene requires high imagination. 2. Subjective. Art creation is considered as an artist's self-expression. 3. Using high emotional intensity. 4. The image or atmosphere has a dreamlike quality. 5. Describe strong feelings that are not literal or use metaphor and symbolic. Figure of Romanticism. Francisco Goya. Francisco Goya is considered the most important Spanish Romanticist artist of the late 18th century. Throughout his career, Goya has perpetuated a lot of history through his paintings. This painting is one of the historical examples described by Francisco Goya. Goya witnessed the French occupation of Spain in 1808. First had attempts to remove the Spanish Empire from Madrid sparked a widespread revolt. The rebellion took place on 1 May 1808. Joseph Mallord William Turner is an English artist known for his expressive coloring, imaginative landscape, and dramatic image. This painting is the first painting Turner has exhibited at the Royal Academy. This moonlight landscape was one of the trendsetting night view in the 18th century. The contrasting moonlight could not be matched by the subtle glow of the flickering lanterns. Turner seemed to want to emphasize that the forces of nature cannot be matched by human. Caspar David Friedrich is a 19th century German Romantic landscape painter. He is one of the most influential German artists of his time. He also became the most important figure in the history of Romanticism. Friedrich is best known for his universal, allegorical, or symbolic landscape paintings, such as fables, a star story that symbolism human behavior. Friedrich's paintings usually depict a contemplative figure ensconced against other night, morning mist, barren trees, or ancient ruins. Friedrich's main interest is contemplation of the natural world, and his often symbolic works seek to convey subjective and emotional response to nature. Friedrich's paintings usually put the human presence in a small perspective in the middle of the large scene. This perspective, according to the art historian Christopher John Murray, direct the viewer's view of their metaphysical dimension. Wandered above a sea of fog depicts a man holding a stick, standing on the rock overlooking a rocky, misting stretch of hill. Her hair was blowing in the wind in front of the sky filled with white clouds that were indistinguishable from the mist. The background behind it is also very foggy and makes the mountains behind it almost invisible. This painting can produce an interpretation. Humans are nothing compared to the vast and mysterious realm of the world depicted in the painting sea of mist, but that does not stop humans with all their intellect using stick worm cloth from exploring the world, even though ob- obstacles are visible everywhere.